Reckon that was. Reckon that was. Reckon a one too many.
She passed out.
And another thing.
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
And his 7 blessings upon us undeserving.
The soft lines of her face fold into a warm smile.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. Rare for a lizard, but all the more impressive. You and my Niles might even get along. What brings
Niles? You recall a certain Niles in Fort Joy, a sadistic torturer. Describe his appearance. Ask if you have the right man.
Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast.
Oh, wow.
My, but it's been too long since I've seen him.
Tell her I killed him. Yes, he was a fine physician.
A fine physician indeed. That's my boy. Some say all a growing child needs is food and sunshine. I say abstinence and chastity will grow him finer than either one of those.
Abstinence and chastity were the names of his 2 daggers. Lady, he took your teachings the wrong way.
Oh, but it's so good to meet a friend of Niles. Here, have
Oh,
a
free food.
something to eat. Niles' favourite, you know. No one in our little town can appreciate work so fine as his, you know. All his instruments and books are stored away upstairs, all but forgotten. It's such a terrible waste.
You have a room full of Niles' old things. You must be incredibly proud.
You can hang your hat on that. I'd love to show you, but I'm afraid I can't either. But I suppose, well, there's no harm, is there?
Ah, she's gonna let me look through his stuff.
Head on up the stairs. You'll find Niles' room.
If it wasn't a psycho, I would feel bad about this. Kill him, and then trick his mom into letting me into his room to rob him. Which one of these is his room? Store has a locked icon. It might be that one. Okay, I guess it has to be that one. 5,000 XP. Okay.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know?
There's gotta be some artifact or something in here. Oh, a face ripper. So this is another location where you can get that if you had not already. So even back when he lived with his mom, he was fucking psycho.
Experience of a lifetime, is it? It's disgusting, that's what it is.
Shame, eh?
An absolute shame.
What's a shame?
Alexander, slaughtered like a supper lamb.
Oh, that was me.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up them sorcerers for good.
You said it, Hilka.
What do you want, reptile?
Hero, tell her I want the very best for all peoples.
Huh. I want another beer and a bowl of stew. Which of us is more likely to get what they want, do you think?
Optimism is my moral duty.
Guess that makes me a sinner. Perhaps you can help us settle an argument.
What's the argument?
Thatcher here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Thatcher grins hello.
Hi, Thatcher.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards. And Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What say you?
They look at you expectantly.
Red Prince, you haven't lived if you haven't been with a lizard.
Thatcher looks victorious. Eden looks annoyed.
You're as bad as she is. Get lost then, you're no use to me.
Eden turns back to her drink. Thatcher smiles good.
Stick to your own kind is my advice. You really don't have to look that far.
What is this big shiny chest? Not strong enough to open it, so Yvonne catch. We'll open that later. What? You didn't see me, you liar.
As you approach the silken-robed noble, Ifan does a double-take and laughs in recognition. He pulls you to one side.
I know this man, and he's not at all what he seems. A moment.
Sure, you're not the one shanking people you
Ifan
asked to
bounds
talk
forward
to.
and embraces the man, all effusive greetings. As they part, talking animatedly, the man's beard slips sideways down his face. He's wearing a disguise. Ifan laughs as he straightens the beard. They chatter away for some time, using a guttural cant you struggle to understand. At one point, the man says something and looks over at you intently. Ifan waves his hand. The man hunkers down and seems to be sketching a rough map on the floor, using an apple, some playing cards, and a fistful of things pulled up from the carpet. Ifan pats
MacGyver.
the man on the back and turns to...
Well, now we know the way to the sawmill. And we know Roost thinks I'm bringing you there as part of the Godwoken contract with that. Roost's camped out at the sawmill.
Roost is at a sawmill. Let's pay him a visit, shall we?
Only you could make the word visit sound so sinister.
She smiles. Her eyes are dark.
Must be an awful lot of fun toys to be had at a sawmill.
This room is temperate enough, is it not? Here now. When one's in a small town, one must expect small town manners. Have you a reason for barging into my room, sir?
Cut the act. I already saw you talking with Yvonne.
I've no idea what you're talking about. Now, will you be leaving my room under your own power?
I didn't
or
mean
will
to
you have
offend.
whistle up
I
my
apologize for the
guards?
intrusion.
No harm done, I suppose. Though why I pay good money for these so-called bodyguards. Still, I may as well introduce myself. Baron Levere, and I'm a wealthy man at wealthy men. The merchant's burden, you see. He must escort his merchandise. Music to my ears.
What you got? What you got?
If there's anything else you need, know you're always welcome.
Okay.
It's disgusting, that's what it is.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it?
This town is poor. A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself, and somewhere nearby...
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass. The ship is in the locker. On the bottom in the rocky shallows. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings on.
Mystic. I hear your bells and laughter too.
I'm haunted by my crew. They ring the bell to drive me mad. Please make...
She buries her head in her...
Make it.
So I guess I gotta come back once I learn ghost busting.
And I'm
You're
saying
all kind
you
of
can try.
Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, we originally came here to talk to the Meister. Guess we should go do that. Before that, and after that, I think I'm itching for a fight. It's been spending a lot of time in town running around. Oh, these houses don't connect. Alright, go down there. Door's locked.
You can't go in there, mister. The Meister isn't home and the Magister's locked her house up for her. They was very angry about it. They said mean things about the Meister and they left a mess, a big one.
Where is she?
She's outside the gates. I can't go outside the gates. It's very dangerous. When the wind blows from over the stream, I can hear the Meister. I can hear her.
She gives you a look of the darkest meaning. Then she takes a deep...
So she's over the stream. Oh, is she hanging in the gallows? It's gonna put a damper on my quest if I need someone who's dead.
You poor dwarf. Do you even know what they've done to you?
Oh, she's still alive. Okay. Save game.
The lizard hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded and her scales discolored. Her eyes are closed.
Welcome to Driftwood, Godwoken.
One bloody eye cracks open, glittering gold appearing from beneath the swollen lid.
Chased you all the way here from Fort Joy, did they? Very well then, cut me down. There is work to be done.
She's as bossy as Malady.
Or, indeed, you could stand there gulping as if I just ran off with your femur. You might not have the brains anymore, but I pray you've managed to keep some wits.
You are hanging for your life, and you're insulting me. How did you know I was Godwoken?
The lizard grimaces, shifting awkwardly as she'd act.
I am in intense pain.
And the guards are just letting me
You
chat
are
her
either
up.
insufferably
Talk about
cruel
escape.
Or insufferably stupid.
Fold your arms and stare at her expectantly.
Insufferably cruel. How charming. It was obvious, Godwoken. Your bones are bleached by the sun, but not about your neck. You wore a collar, and thus you were in Fort Joy. But no undead creature lasts long enough in Fort Joy to be collared. Therefore, you must have a mask to conceal your identity. Only an important person would carry such a prestigious item, and no one important gets free from Fort Joy without help. The Seekers thought you were worth saving. Thus you are Godwoken. Now, an important person does not come to Driftwood unless they seek someone even more important than themselves. So I further surmise you are here for me and will help me down. Now!
How did you see all that? Your eyes were closed when I arrived.
A slow, pained grin spreads across the lizard's face. Her tongue flickers.
Not quite as stupid as I imagined. I am still head of the Seekers, boy. I can taste your sauce. It wafts about you like honeysuckle on the breeze. Now, if you would be so kind, my bonds.
Alright, let's cut her down. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to fight the guards when I do this.
Be quick about it, before the Magister realizes their prize catch is about to slip through the net.
Okay, can I... Let's get a little bit of blood on the ground before we start this. And get the high ground if we can. Don't know how tough this is going to be. Oh no, stay up there. Ugh, okay, detach vein. Okay. Oh, for Pete's sake. There we go. Alright, so I threw restraints.
Now, if you'd be so kind as to gut that startled-looking Magister, it would be much appreciated. I must secure my home before they do
She's just
more
sitting there
damage.
reading Reader's Digest, ignoring us plotting our escape. Okay. So just two enemies. Wait, evading? What's that? 90% dodge? Are you out of your mind? Permanent. So there's an insanely high chance this is gonna miss. Okay. I'm not close enough to try a whirlwind. Do I have to hit her with AoE attacks? No, don't help. Wait, they're getting evading when they get close. It's like an aura? Oh, this is bogus. Alright, let's... Okay, if it's an aura, then I'm going to try to teleport her and just hurl her away somewhere. So I'll delay turn until I can do that. Alright, delay turn. Okay. I really hope I'm right about this. Oh wow, because I'm on the high ground, I can teleport her so damn far. Now, moment of truth. I'm not evading anymore. Yes! Adrenaline. Okay, now for all those delayed turns to go off. So I guess I've got to whittle these guys down before the chick with the I can't be hit thing comes back. Magister Aegon. This is the first fight I've had 4 blood-infused giant incarnates. Feels good. Magister Erlan. Let's see if I can charge them since they've lined up. Nice, double knockdown. One down. I'm not even sure I got XP for that dog. Buff everyone up. Okay. Got XP for him. Ow. There goes all my armor and half my health. Damn. Shields up. Let's slow her down. Oh, that actually hit. So she's in oil now, evading or not. Miss. Miss.
Glory is mine.
Executioner Ninyan. Alright, so do I just have to just swing at her with a 90% miss chance until I eventually kill her now? That's awful. Oh, that spell hit. I wonder... Okay, so maybe spells are guaranteed to hit? Just spamming abilities on her till I can hit her. Oh, that landed. That was good. Kinda scared she's gonna come up this ladder and just rock one of us, because I don't know how hard she hits yet. The answer is pretty damn. Let's see if we can climb this and charge her. Oh yeah, the charge missed too. Let's try a whirlwind. Miss.
Glory is mine.
Oh, finally landed a hit. Come on! Alright, what about a spell? Woo! That hit, but there was repercussions. Crippled. Oh, stop missing. Need to keep the path open a little bit so the others can try. Yes! Oh, finally landed a solid hit. Alright. That fight was a puzzle. If there was something that I could have done to make that easier, I just did not catch on to it. Alright, so when I untied her, she took off running. I'm hoping she just went back to her house, because otherwise I don't know. Oh yeah, the door's open. She's got to be here.
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuables sealed in a pearl with my unmentionables.
They searched her panty drawer looking for stuff.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
I swear by the seven, if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle and thread out of a box. She slowly starts to tend to her wounds.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe.
What do we need?
In your case, more than I suspect, man, god or even reptile can provide. However, we must soldier on. It is not enough to be God-woken in order to ascend to divinity. There is a process.
As she speaks, the Meister uncorks a vial of shimmering liquid, sauce. She lets a couple of drops fall on her hand, but instead of infusing with her body, they quickly evaporate on her skin. She stares at the empty spot on her palm for a long moment before turning back to you, continuing as if nothing had happened.
A process by which God-woken may ascend. It begins with discovering your deepest self, delving into your own soul.
Excellent. Exclaim that it's been far too long since you've had a good conversation.
Quite.
Time is short. Let's go.
Enthusiasm? On a weekday? My word.
I like her.
We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen God-woken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come, God-woken. It is time to see just how awake you are. Fortunately, the Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion. Kindly remove that painting from the wall.
Remove the painting?
I pray my instructions will not be too technical for you. Push the button. Your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder and pride. Now, kindly
Such an
place your
ass.
hand Enter the combination. I shall call it out as you go.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame a delicate rotary dial. Gleaming under the dim light, the metallic dial almost seems to wink at you. Taking your time, you carefully enter the combination. The metallic sounds of the tumblers falling within the mechanism let you know you entered the code correctly.
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is at hand, God-woken.
Oh, what was that? Purple crossbow from Lucky Charm. Oh, another source bottle. Can refill.
Weird contraptions. This place is an arcanist's dream.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, God-woken?
Fane, a chance to know the truth.
You would trade every soul in Rivellon for the sake of knowledge. You would make a ferocious librarian. No, becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the gods, and the divine was created by the gods to shelter us from... The divine cannot use his power for anything else.
Nod, but maybe not.
Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then, well, not inhale the smoke, but whatever the skeletal equivalent is. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, itchy bones, or a dire sense of existential dread. They are all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard. Sauce in the glowing fountain. Ritual in the tome by the bookcase.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Have you done this before?
Once, although not by a god-woken. My assistant did not believe that one had to be chosen by a god to become
She waves a bandaged hand absent-mindedly.
a headstrong and thoughtless girl, but the experience was... From observing her, I gather that the ritual involves inhaling the smoke, a lot of screaming, and a rather sudden death.
Okay, let's cut to the
I'm putting your faith
chase.
in you is a risk Rivellon must. If you need more detailed information about the ritual, see the tome on a plinth by the bookcase.
Alright, let's save here. Alright, that is a good stopping point for the night. We'll start with this ritual next time.